10 basic warm-ups of the Tien Sun Pai system. These warm-ups are meant to be a lead-in to your other stretching exercises, as they start with a gradual stretch of the limbs and move to a more drastic stretch. These are not exercises that were put together hastily, but are exercises that have come down over the years with the Tien Sun Pai system. They should be done in this order so that you work the back of the legs, the inside, the front of the legs, moving to a gradual stretch of the waist, the arms, the wrists, the neck, and you'll note that by the time you finish the 10 basic exercises, you should have loosened up and warmed up every muscle in the body. So we will start first with exercise number 1. In exercise number 1, noting that the hands are pulled together, keeping the palms as flat as possible before interlocking the fingers and stretching all the way over the head as if yarning. You're coming all the way up, pressing those hands together, interlocking the fingers, and then stretching the entire body. This should be done 3 times before moving on. Always slowly, rhythmically moving. Then circling, keeping the legs straight and leaning back as you move around. You're going to circle in both directions 3 times. Again, a gradual stretch of the legs first, and just very, very relaxed. Remember to breathe as you're doing these exercises. After 3 in each direction, you touch to the front, to your right side, keeping the legs straight, the left side, then you start back to the center, over the head, a final stretch, and out. Exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 is meant to stretch the back of the legs and again the waistline. In most of these exercises, the entire body comes into play. Bending the knees and sinking. Note that the toes are pulled all the way up as if you're trying to touch the elbow. The palm turns out. The bottom hand becomes a fist as the top hand moves into a crane position. Bend the knees and then stretch downward, taking the elbow towards the toe, pulling that crane hand all the way up and over the head. Coordination of hands and legs moving together. Crane hand goes up over the head, the fist goes down. Then a continual motion. Again, don't jerk the body, just try to flow from one side to the other. You should execute at least 10 of these on each leg. The ultimate is to place the elbow, of course, on the toe. Keeping the back straight. Exercise number 2. Now, exercise number 3 starts from the horse stance, Mabu, and works the inside of the thighs. Keeping the back straight, you note that the hands are placed on the knees, not on the ground and not grabbing ankles. You want to use your legs to lift yourself, not your arms. So place the hands on the knees, keep the back straight, and then lift with the legs, trying to keep the feet as flat as possible and pointing straight ahead through this exercise, the same as you would in the poo stance. At least 10 of these exercises would be good. Number 4, we're going to do it from the side position. Again, noting that you move back into a Kongbu stance and then take a slightly longer stance as you lift the heel off the ground, keeping the back leg as straight as possible, hands on the hips, back straight. You're going to sink as far down as you can. This stretches the front of the thigh and the front of the hip. You can lean back just slightly, pressing forward with the hands, kind of pushing the hips forward. You want to do 10 of these exercises on either side. Again, number 1, work the back of the legs, and 2, the back of the legs. Number 3, the inside of the thighs. And now number 4, you're working the front so that you get a complete 360-degree rotation here. Again, noting that you're working both sides. So Kongbu stance is the length, but bringing the heel off the ground, keeping the back leg as straight as possible, and sinking as far down by moving the knee up and down. Keep the back straight at least 10 on each leg. Exercise number 4. Number 5 now. The legs should be good and warm, so you move into a comfortable position, hands on the hips. If you can move wider than this, you're welcome to do that. You want to work as wide as you can to get a good exercise. You move down the leg, off the toe, circling all the way over to the opposite toe and back. 3 times on each side, or a count of 6. Again, each time coming all the way up and straightening out the back on each exercise. Once you have done 3 on each side, the hands are on the hips, you sink, again keeping the back straight, the legs straight, taking the head towards the floor or the chin towards the floor 3 times, coming up to work that waistline. Then the last part, you circle around again, this time grabbing the ankle, pulling the head to the knee 3 times on each side. Keep the back straight, pull your head and chest into the knee 3 times. Exercise number 5. The legs should be good and stretched out now, so you move to number 6 to relax. Putting the feet together, keeping the feet together so that as you circle, you also work the ankles to loosen up the ankles as well as the knees. You want to do about 6 rotations in each direction, keeping the hands on the hips, again the back as straight as possible, and just rotating and relaxing and breathing. Loosen up the toes, loosen up the finger joints, the wrists, and make sure that ankle is good and loose so when you start to throw kicks, you do not damage the cartilage in the ankles. Loosen up the hands, wrists, everything totally relaxed. Then we move to the upper portion of the body, which is number 7. From the Kong Bu stance, hands on the hips, starting with the right arm, you're circling directly behind you, rotating back first, at least 10 counts. Again, make sure you keep a good Kong Bu stance, the back straight, rotating the arms back 10 times, then changing, rotating forward 10 times, and then changing to the opposite arm. If you can really stiff, you can also do these exercises 10 to 20 times, but at least 10. Rotating smoothly, keep a steady rhythm, no jerking motions. And now where the coordination comes in, we were circling one arm back and one arm forward at the same time. This is very important for building coordination that you'll use later in your Kung Fu techniques. Then changing the directions. One arm back, one arm forward, working the pecs as well as your waistline, loosening up the upper part of the body. Then the third part of number 7, circling both hands back and leaning, letting the head drop, relax, and then circling 3 times forward, hands form a crane and come forward and just hang. You don't have to bounce, you just lean forward and back and relax into it. Go as far down as you can and then forward. Always go forward after you've leaned back to relieve the tension in the small of your back. Let yourself relax. And for those of you who can, you want to go all the way back if you can and touch the ground, and then use the stomach muscles to lift the body back up again and over. Always again coming forward to take the stress off the back. Exercise number 7. Now again, working the waistline as well as the legs and arms. Exercise number 8, rotating. Noticing that you're leaning all the way back each time you rotate back. Circling all the way down, one complete circle as you bring one arm behind your back, and as you bring the other one back, the first one snaps out in what we call a willow leaf palm strike. Out and out. Circling, leaning back, circling, and out. Again, what we're working here, as well as stretching the legs slightly, we're working the waistline, the shoulders, and the arms. Most of the 10 Sun Pai 10 exercises are, again, meant to exercise the entire body rather than stretch just the legs. This exercise should be done at least 10 times, 5 in each direction. Keeping the feet flat, palms flat. Exercise number 9. Again, working the waistline, the upper portion of the body. The hands are placed behind the back, and you're supporting your back on this one now by placing the palms right in the small of your back and pushing forward. Good and snug. Now, as you exercise, feet are about shoulder width apart. You lean back and press up on the small of the back as you hang, and just let your entire body go limp. Coming over the head, circling, and hang. Again, don't bounce, just lean. Lazy man workout, we call that, and just hanging back. Relax. And always, again, going forward to relieve the tension in the back. You want to do at least 3 of each one of these exercises, but again, if you feel a little bit more tense, you're welcome to do more if needed. All the way over, and remember, keep the feet flat, legs straight, and just hang. And the last exercise, each portion of the body has been worked now except the neck. You form a Mabu stance, horse stance, placing the hands on each side of the body as to pull your spine forward or open up, and then circling the head. No jerking action, just slowly roll the head around about 6 times in each direction. Slowly back and forward, and then a couple times from side to side. Slowly, and up and down, and up. These are the 10 basic warm-ups of the Tien Shan Pai system. They should be done in this order, a little bit faster once you have them down. Most importantly, first memorize them, then the coordination, then the speed.